Hey there, Contractor Kev Gets Real Volume 2. And so I did one of these videos, God, a year ago, a year and a half, something like that. Maybe even been 2 years, but the point is that I've done this before and people really liked it when I just kind of gave a glimpse behind the scenes. It really wasn't necessarily about the contracting world per se so much as just some of the experiences I've had and what's going on with Overseas Contractor Academy and all that. So, you know, we're not going to run a bumper video. We're going to just talk, shoot straight from the heart. Me at the desk with Abe Lincoln and his grizzly bear, if you can see those details. But the first thing I want to talk about is Sonny D and I were trying to make Overseas Contractor Academy our full-time job. And so both of us have been working in contract positions elsewhere, doing other things, and it's been our goal for quite a while to try to set this up, to where it was self-supporting. And we have had, unfortunately, some YouTube trolls and some people that have emailed like, you're just trying to make money off the backs of hard-working Americans. And it's like, Jesus, all right, settle down, Lancelot. No need to white knight. Like, we are not becoming millionaires off of this. Luckily, because working as a contractor pays well enough, I've had the money to personally fund all this stuff, but it's been very, very expensive, and I'm extremely proud to say that there are veterans and civilians out there that we've helped to get six-figure jobs overseas, and that's been awesome. Like, they bought the course, they learned what they need to learn, they emailed me personally afterwards and asked any questions they had, and it feels good to know that you played a part in changing someone else's life. And so I want more of that. Sonny D wants more of that. We want to be able to feel like we can do that full time. And neither of us feel like it's going to be something that's going to ever make us millionaires, but it's something that we would like to be able to do full time and help more people and pay the bills. And so that's kind of the stated goal of OCA right now. But there are things that are happening in my life and his life that are making it difficult, or let's say, for me personally, my father, just dropping all defenses, my father was diagnosed with cancer recently. That's been a big issue, is having to go back to Florida and deal with a lot of those kinds of issues. And we all know that our parents are going to pass away at some point, and it's hard to process. It's hard to come to terms with that when you start looking that in the face. And luckily this time Dad seems like he's going to make a recovery and all that, but it's just these tough things to deal with, getting in the way of filming videos and turning out videos and editing and improving on what we're doing at OCA. It's kind of little things like that happen. And then so that happened to my father, and luckily he kind of came out of the woods with that. But then I myself have now been struggling with some heart issues, as well as a major surgery that I had to have for my appendix. It apparently went necrotic inside of my body. And so if you don't know what that means, basically means your appendix dies inside of you. And it's extremely painful, and it lagged on because I had the heart issues. No one was looking elsewhere for anything else that might be going wrong, and so I've literally been sick for 4 months running, and it's been very tough. And so, of course, again, this gets in the way of trying to film videos to turn out for you guys, and it gets in the way with trying to promote the course and get people to, get people the help they need to get overseas. It just makes it really tough when you're just really too sick to film. And I was in the hospital for quite a long time. And if you notice, if anyone out there feels like I look a little different now, it's because of that. It's because of all the struggles. I'm 3 weeks out from a major surgery that's supposed to take about 8 weeks to recover from. But we had the opportunity. We hadn't made new videos in a while. So what we tend to do is we film and we will bank some videos, really this is Sunny D does all the effort on this part, as we'll do the filming and then he edits and releases the videos over time. Usually we try for once every week, but sometimes it ends up being once every 2 weeks. And then when life gets in the way, like someone's parent gets cancer, there's legal struggles or issues in just, family, just life. When that happens, sometimes it ends up being 2-3 weeks, sometimes maybe even longer, that we end up skipping videos. So if you've ever wondered why that there's long breaks or whatever, it's life getting in the way, and that does happen, unfortunately. Another thing that kind of hinders us is that we hire what's known as freelance employees. That way we don't have to, obviously, if I'm losing money already, I don't even want to say how much has been lost so far, but let's agree there's been maybe 20 to 30 people that have been helped, and that feels awesome. But you can do the math, 20 or 30 people that paid $200 on a ballpark $45,000, $50,000 investment. That's not good numbers. So, but we have to hire freelancers to do things like websites and just everything else, all the technical crap that we don't know how to do. And so basically I'm working a contract gig right now, and so I'll do my 8 hours in the office, and then I have to come home, and 2 to 3 hours at night I'm working on the OCA stuff. And so it makes it really tough, especially when you start compounding with the family issues and the medical issues. This is why, both of us are really motivated to help people get overseas. And God, when I get those emails and I get people are like, dude, you really nailed it. You helped me turn around my life, and God, I'm making 6 figures now, and most of the time the emails I get is when I just get the job offer in hand, and it's like, dude, I got my formal offer letter, I'm gonna be, going to Iraq soon or whatever. That feels awesome. It's great for us. But, unfortunately, it's tough to get those. It's been a lot of work to get to where we're at right now, and so the hours involved as well, it just makes it really tough. And we're happy, in fact, over the moon ecstatic when we get the emails from the guys and gals who were able to get overseas jobs and they let us know. So if you are one of those people that watches our videos and had success and then just didn't say anything, because we've had like 100,000 views, so I think, are we closing in on 200,000? Okay, I just broke the fourth wall. But yeah, so we're coming up on like 200,000 views or something. That's a lot of people, a lot of views. Like, if you were one of those people, let us know, man, because this is why we're doing this. And like I said, we're not going to be millionaires off of it, but it's the helping people that really makes it worthwhile. And so that's kind of a peek behind the scenes of everything that's been going on recently with OCA, and just me getting real about my life and what it's like trying to build OverseasContractorAcademy.com and trying to get all this off the ground. It's cool to make the videos and informational and try to be all jokey and fun, but at times, like, okay, this is what the real is. This is what's behind the scenes. This is what it's like trying to build something like this to help people when you're also trying to deal with just normal life and working as a contractor in a normal job and all that. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of insight of what this is like from our perspective, and let you see behind the curtain again this is us getting real about what it's like to do this. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.